Hello and welcome back to Hot Flushes and Homework. Today we're talking about something that can feel surprisingly tender, boundaries, or more specifically, learning to say no without feeling the need to apologise for it. Because somewhere along the path of perimenopause or the menopause, while parenting, caring, managing and showing up for everyone else, many women notice a quiet shift, a growing awareness of limits, a sense that what once felt manageable now asks for something different. And with that can come a question: how do I honour what I need without feeling guilty for it? Noticing the shift. You might recognise moments like these: feeling stretched, thinner than you're used to, noticing your patience runs out more quickly, realising your energy doesn't stretch as far, feeling a pull to step back even when you don't fully understand why. This isn't a failure of resilience, it's information. Perimenopause often brings a heightened sensitivity physically, emotionally and mentally. Your nervous system may feel more aware of what drains you and what supports you. Sometimes boundaries begin simply as noticing. The habit of apologising. Many of us learn early on to soften ourselves, to keep things smooth, to avoid inconvenience, to apologise even for having needs. Sorry, I can't make it. Sorry, I just need a bit of time. Sorry, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Over time, the apology can become automatic, almost invisible. But when you pause and listen closely, you might notice something underneath. A quiet question: why do I feel I need to apologise for being human? When your body asks for more space, perimenopause can bring a deep invitation, sometimes gentle, sometimes insistent, to reassess how much you carry. Your body may ask for more rest, more quiet, less pressure, more honesty about what feels sustainable. And yet, saying no can feel unfamiliar, especially if you spent years being dependable, capable, and accommodating. You may feel torn between what you need and what you believe is expected. That tension is real. Saying no as self-respect. What if saying no isn't about rejecting others, but about including yourself? A boundary can simply be a statement of truth. This is what I can offer. This is what I cannot hold right now. There doesn't need to be drama or justification, just clarity. And sometimes clarity feels uncomfortable, especially at first. Parenting and boundaries. When you're raising children, boundaries can feel complicated. You may worry about disappointing them or worrying that needing space makes you less available. But children learn not only from what we do, but from how we care for ourselves. When they see you pause, when they hear you say, I need a moment, when they witness you listening to your limits, they learn that well-being matters. Not just for them, for everyone. The guilt that can arise. It's common to feel guilty when you begin setting boundaries, particularly if this is new. You might hear an internal voice saying, you should manage. You're being difficult. Others have it harder. These thoughts don't mean you're wrong. They often reflect old conditioning, stories we've carried for a very long time. You can acknowledge them and still choose differently. Practicing a different response. Sometimes learning to say no without sorry starts quietly. Pausing before you respond, noticing what feels true, allowing yourself a moment that might say, that won't work for me right now. I need to keep things simple. I'm not able to take that on. Simple words, no apology required. Over time, these small moments build a new kind of confidence, one rooted in self-trust, a softer way of being. Boundaries aren't about becoming harder. Often they allow us to become softer because we no longer stretch beyond what feels possible. They can be more present, more patient, more ease. Not because life is less demanding, but because you're meeting it with greater honesty. A moment of reflection. If you can, take a gentle breath. Consider where in your life might a boundary be asking to be acknowledged. There's no pressure to act immediately. Sometimes simply recognising the need is enough for today. If this stage of life is teaching you anything, it may be this: your needs matter. You don't have to apologise for caring for yourself, and learning to say no quietly, respectfully, can be one of the most compassionate things you do, both for yourself and for those around you. You are allowed to take up space without explanation, without apologising. Thank you for listening to Hot Flushes and Homework. If today's conversation felt familiar, know that you are not alone in navigating these changes. Take things gently, and I'll speak to you again soon.